Yo, it's MB14 and welcome back to SBX Tutorials. Today I'm going to show you a quick tip about how to make a great EDM kick. I got this tip by the twice German champion called Madox, who's also behind the camera. You want to come explain?
You do it.
Okay. First of all, what you're going to need for this tutorial is to set your loop station on the input effects multi mode. So you can use several effects at the same time. Then you're going to need an EQ and a filter. Let me give you the settings of the EQ. So it has to be on plus 6 dB for the lows, minus 4 dB for the low mids, 0 dB for the high mids, plus 6 dBs for the highs, and plus 10 dBs for the overall level of the EQ. Of course, as you know, every beatboxer sounds different, so depending on how your kick sounds, you can just change a little bit the settings, but this is the idea. So this is how the kick sounds just with the EQ. Then we're gonna add the filter. For the filter, what you're gonna do first is put a high pass filter. You're gonna have to put your rate at 0, your depth at 0, the resonance at 43, again, depending on how it sounds for you, and the cutoff at 11. So, without the effect, with the effects. Oh, and by the way, I'm using what we call an inward kick, because first, there's no air since the air goes in the lungs. So there's no air in the microphone. And also the inward kick has more highs compared to the regular outward kick. So that technique cuts through the mix better. So now let's come back on the filter a little bit. I told you about the resonance and the cutoff. With the cutoff, you're targeting a specific frequency in the sound that you want to enhance. So with the resonance, you're defining the length of that very frequency you're targeting. So you can make it shorter or longer depending on what you want and how you want it to sound. So now we start from 43 and we're gonna increase it so you can hear the difference. Of course, to understand this tutorial, you really need some headphones or some speakers. So now for you to understand how the cutoff affects the frequencies, we're gonna do the same thing and you're gonna hear the difference. So the higher the number gets, the higher the frequency will get as well. Okay, so that's the end of the EDM punchy kick tutorial. I hope you liked it and see you next episode.